Have you ever bought something online and wondered, how did this get halfway across the world? Well, 2,000 years ago, people had the same question, except instead of clicking add to cart, they loaded up a camel and hoped it wouldn't get lost in the desert. Welcome to the wild, dusty and absolutely fabulous world of the Silk Road, the ancient version of Amazon Prime, just with more sand. Part 1. How was the Silk Road born? Let's start with the basics. The Silk Road wasn't actually just one road. It was a massive spaghetti mess of trade routes stretching from China to Rome, connecting east and west like the world's most ambitious group project. There were two big branches. The Land Silk Road, launched during China's Han Dynasty, when Emperor Wu sent a guy named Jiang Qian on the world's first business trip through Central Asia. And the Maritime Silk Road, for those who preferred seasickness over saddle sores. It connected Chinese ports with India, the Middle East, and even Africa. So why was it called the Silk Road anyway? Simply because China had silk and everyone else wanted it, but only China could make it. So one of the main things traded on the Silk Road was silk. Silk was especially popular with Roman emperors. Fun fact, a German geographer named Ferdinand von Richthofen came up with the term Silk Road in the 1800s, long after the camels had retired. Part 2. Why did it work so well? Great question. Let's break it down. 1. The Persians paved the way. Literally. The Persian Empire built a killer road network and opened up their borders to trade. They were basically the first people to say, let's build some real highways for camels. 2. The Greeks gave us the language. Thanks to Alexander the Great's empire, Greek became the go-to trade lingo from the Mediterranean to India. Even the Indian emperors had their laws translated into Greek. Talk about bilingual flexing. 3. Camels were the MVPs. Sure, they spit, but they also carried tons of cargo across brutal deserts. And as a bonus feature, they could predict deadly sandstorms and scream in advance. They were nature's early warning system. 4. Everyone along the route wanted a piece of the action. Silk Road trade brought in that sweet tax money, so governments made sure the trade routes were safe. They even used sealed documents and official stamps to prevent scams, basically ancient customs paperwork. Part 3. It wasn't just about silk. The Silk Road wasn't just for moving fancy fabrics. It was a cultural smoothie of ideas, religions, architecture, and gossip. So what did people build along the way? 1. Religious buildings. From Greek temples to Buddhist stupas, mosques to cathedrals. If your god needed a house, the Silk Road delivered. 2. Secular stuff. Markets, bathhouses, town halls, and even ancient truck stops, called caravanserai. Some of the best preserved buildings today are bathhouses. Cleanliness, after all, is close to godliness. 3. Palaces and castles. Every emperor wanted a palace that screamed, yes, I am richer than you. Some even copied paradise itself, like Persian-style gardens with 4 rivers to mimic heaven. Humble? Not really. 4. Giant tombs. And let's not forget the ultimate real estate investment, your final resting place. From Egyptian pyramids to the Taj Mahal, the Silk Road was lined with legendary tombs built to impress both the people of this world and the next. Part 4. The legacy. The Silk Road wasn't a single highway or a single culture. It was a glorious chaos of trade, travel, and transformation. It connected empires, spread languages, and gave us dumplings, apples, spices, and rice. It made it possible to wear Chinese silk in Rome while sipping Indian tea in a Persian bathhouse, all before electricity, trains, or pants with zippers. So next time your order arrives late, just remember, at least you didn't have to wait for a camel.